Hello, everyone. First of all, if I look like a hot, sweaty mess, it's because I am a hot, sweaty mess. It is June in Spain, in the south of Spain. It is very hot and humid, so bear with my. Well, you can even see Gracie. Look at that. Anyway, okay. So today we're looking at the artist's way, right? And with the artist's way, if you haven't heard of this book, it is basically a 12-week journey of connecting to your creativity with different activities and things that you have to do. Now, majority of people know the artist's way because of one activity called the morning pages, where you are supposed to write 3 pages a day in your journal or in a notebook and sort of just like do streamlined consciousness writing. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. So the first thing about the artist way of what I'm connecting with is not so much the creativity part, but the fact that it is a spiritual journey to connect with your creator, right? So in the book, basically the writer Julia Cameron, she talks about how it's important for us to connect with our creativity because our creativity is a direct source from the great creator. Now, whether you want to call that God or Allah or whoever, right? It's the thing that sort of has drawn me towards this. And when I bought this book about a year ago, when I was going to do this, I thought I'd be connecting to the creativity part of it because I do consider myself a creative person. But my creativity is good at the moment. I have been working on that for like a while. And it hasn't been the creativity, it's really been the spiritual path towards the higher creativity. So you can see there's been some like highlighting. Can you see that? Right. So I'm just going to open up 3 different parts that I've highlighted. I'm only in week 2 of the 12-week journey. And just give you some tidbits and some information that's like spoiler free on what to expect if you're starting the artist's way. All right. So if I have to open to any page from the beginning of the book, one of the first things that I highlighted, which is like the first page in the preface, it says, creativity, I believed, was a spiritual practice. We had only to open ourselves up to the great creator working through us. We became channels for spiritual energy to enter the world. And I've never thought of creativity as a spiritual practice. And that has been extremely fascinating to me. Then the 2 things that you have to do when you start the artist's way, right, is number 1, morning pages. So every day for the 12 weeks, you're supposed to wake up and do the morning pages, the 3 pages, as well as once a week go on an artist's date. Now, an artist date could be anything from like taking a beautiful photo of a sunset to, going for a cup of coffee and like journaling in the city center, something like this, right? Now, because I've been working so much on myself and my own creativity through my journaling and my coloring, I haven't really felt that pull because I'm not feeling any blockage, right? So the whole point of this is to like get rid of any blockages and sort of embrace your creativity. And I already feel that I'm in that way already. Obviously, this can be expanded to other forms of creativity, which I will, you know, expand into in the next couple of weeks. But I've been enjoying more and appreciating more the the morning pages, sorry. And with the morning pages, I don't know about you if you're on the same journey as me, is that sometimes I get to the pages and there's that anxiety of like, oh my God, what am I going to write about today? And like, and it's been very interesting as a journaler because I already journal quite a lot, right? So it's been interesting to see what comes up. And funnily enough, the things that have come up is a lot of forgiveness in myself, forgiveness of others, uh, affirmations, um, and there's like sometimes the Julia Cameron gives you a task, like imagine yourself in this sort of way. And I only know this because I just finished. Sorry, the camera's moving. I only know this because I just finished the week 1, and that was one of the tasks. But it's just been interesting how there's like a of like showing up and doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, and then what comes out naturally through the process of making sure you write the 3 pages, right? So that's been interesting. I didn't use it in, sorry, that was Gracie. I didn't use my normal journal. Took a different journal, and just, it's just cursive writing. There's not that you can see anything, but it's just, just writing. So that's been really, really interesting for me. And I'm enjoying it. And my front page, do you know that meme by, I think his name is Pablo Pascal? That's his name, right? There's a meme that goes around saying, Daddy is a state of mind. I'm your daddy. My front page says, creativity is a state of mind. But every time I read that, I'm just like, yeah, creativity is a state of mind. I'm your creativity. Anyway, it's so stupid. But yeah, it's been really, really fun. So that week one finished really, really well. I did all my morning pages and I didn't miss it. And some of the stuff that I highlighted was, for example, let's see. One of the things I highlighted was give yourself permission to be a beginner. And, in the age of social media where everyone and their dog is expert about something and has a podcast, or like me, has a YouTube channel, we all just think that we have to enter society and enter the world being fully formed. And that's not the reality of the situation. So just giving ourselves permission to be a beginner, I highlighted it for a reason. Then, now I haven't really worked through a lot of the book yet for week two, because today is Monday and it resets every Wednesday. Now, I've got a lot of catching up in the reading because I haven't finished the reading. But the thing that I highlighted for week two so far is affirmations are a powerful antidote for self hate, which commonly appears under the mask of self doubt. And that is Freya, if you can hear that little meow. I'm on the YouTube channel, do you mind? Anyway, so if you are doing the artist's way as well and you're on this journey, please let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know what's been showing up for you and how you've been approaching the creativity side of it, the spirituality side of it, what's been coming up for you in your morning pages if you feel like sharing. Otherwise, I'll do an update again in the next couple of weeks just to show you what else has been coming up and what has been happening. I will be transparent and tell you that I missed 2 days, well, 1.5 days. I missed last week Thursday, which was like day 2 of week 2. I just couldn't. And then I started writing on Friday and then just stopped halfway through one page. I just got distracted with life and stuff came up. So forgiveness for that and letting it go and not getting caught up in it. And also, although you're supposed to do the pages in the morning, I've sort of given myself permission to do the pages at night. Now, technically that's incorrect, but I'm not going to give myself shit for it because I'm still showing up. And for me, that's the most important thing. So you may interpret that however you want, but that's what's going on. Anyway, my name is Aurelia, and I've started this YouTube channel about making stuff about intentionality and trying to bring more growth and perspective and deep rootedness and guidance in my life. And I hope that you connect and you enjoy the same things. Otherwise, everyone, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.